Hello again. So this one's just a quick one on classes. I could do screenshots and send them on, but I'm already recording here, so and there's a few to go through. I think you're gonna have to decide until you just get like into this level of consistency. Pick one weapon. Just pick one weapon and get used to it, because at the minute you're kind of learning how to play the maps, how your play style is, and like weapons, and interchanging between the weapons makes that really difficult because you could be doing something right, but you're still trying to get used to your gun, and therefore it feels wrong. So you won't do the right thing because it feels wrong. So limit the amount of changes. So as you now learning how to play the maps, like your gun skill is obviously massively improved. That's good. So find a weapon and just stick with it. You're going to have games where you'll blame your weapon for having a bad game, and that's okay. We all do it, but just stick with it. I also don't think you're going to be playing fast, so like pick an assault rifle. I don't think you're going to be an SMG player unless you play a slow SMG. But then to do that, you really got to know the maps really well. Um, it's a little bit different for me. I don't have the Hemlock, so I can't show you how I'd set up and use it. The TAC's amazing. The 7.62, the way I have it set up, is really good, and the 5.45 is a pretty good option. It actually might be the gun for you, the 5.45. So it's absolutely amazing, close to medium, and like there isn't a lot of big maps on here, and a lot of the engagements, even on the big maps, you're not going to be doing full length of the maps. The 5.45 is not too bad at all. It's kind of got the power of the 7.62 without the consistent range. So I have them set up. So I have a couple of attack builds. Is this which one's this? So this is my main attack build. Um, ooh, I think it might have changed. So yes, I've got so many attack builds, and I normally play League. So okay, so this is one that is worth giving a try. I can show you all these in a minute. They all perform pretty similar. So the thing with this one is you get a little bit more improvement of aim down sight speed. So if someone comes around the corner, this one you can draw your gun up a little bit faster on this build. Um, so this is my League build. Now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure on my League build, maybe it's not on this one that I used the pumpkin underbarrel, but maybe I don't. Maybe I'm actually thinking about the 7.62. So this when we play even Friday nights, 99% of all my games, this is the loadout. So I feel like it's a little bit more manageable at range. It's got good distance, which is how I play. So I try and keep all my gunfights long. It's good. 5.45. So set this one up the other night. So this is the one I was using on Friday, and I was kind of tearing up most of the night. So it doesn't have that many attachments, but um, that works incredibly well. I find like what I was reading about from all of the people who've been using this, that it kind of lacks a bit of range, but I'll show you in a minute. And I don't think it's that particularly bad at range either. Now I don't have any of my weapons set up to play fast because I don't play fast, and I don't think you'll be playing fast either. So all that stuff doesn't bother me. And then 7.62. If you're gonna play with the 7.62, I really think that like you should give this a go, because the way it handles and the way it manages recoil is really effective. So them are loadouts. I just wanted to show you them. So when you get to this point, to get to the firing range, all you do is hold down triangle, and then it comes in here. So this is the 7.62, and if you walk up to this desk here, sometimes these will move depending on where your position is. At top left, it should bring you up like the target's hit and accuracy. So if you've watched my aiming one, I'm not going to cover any of that off. So pretty good. I'll do a few with each just so you can see. So these are. It's not too bad to manage at all. It's fine. You can see there, I'm consistently hitting them. So if I just aim down and you can see there that the recoil, it slightly goes up and to the right, but it's very, very manageable. Like if anything, you do going up is okay because normally that'll lead to a headshot. You just don't want it uncontrollably zigzagging all over the place. So if I go again, so it's fairly consistent every time. You can see that one. They're not too far off. It goes to the right, so you kind of know that you can predict which way your bullets are going to go. But you'll also notice that at the start, like if you watch my other one, it goes straight, 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 and then it goes off to the right. So that's why I'm saying that those first bullets out of the clip are the most effective ones because they're the most normally condensed together, and they go like vertical. So here again, you've kind of got this line here, and then it goes woo. So that's something to be aware of. So let's have a look. So this is 545. So technically, still a cast off, but it's faster time to kill than all the other assault rifles at close to medium range, and then apparently it has the drop off then at distance. But hopefully, I'm not too wrong. See there, just I have to fight it a little bit at distance. But then again, it's quite easy to manage. So it's fine. It's like it doesn't quite have that consistent length at distance, but at the same time, it's not too difficult to manage. So I'll just show you that. So you can see there, this is the 7.62, and that's the 5.45. That's why it's really effective. So same pattern, it's just going up and over to the side. So up and over to the side. So they've kind of got similar recoil. This is just much more condensed. So you can see there that if you're using the 5.45, if you're like burning through clips, you're going to get a much more controlled pattern. It's got that tighter curve there. But again, it's up and then to the side. So this for me is the most consistent. It fires fast. It has really good consistent damage across the ranges. It doesn't rely on headshot multipliers or anything. It's very manageable. To get my eye back in there, but you see that they're all the way I have them built. They're all laser, not bouncing around twice. Stop firing there. Okay, I'll use this wall. So about the same distance. So why is this one different? Well, this one just goes vertical. So much easier to control. You don't have to predict when it goes over to the side, and going up isn't too bad because you'll get your headshots. But what you just need to bear in mind is as you're firing on your right stick, this one that moves around, as you fire, you just slightly pull down. And if you slightly pull down, they're pretty much all in exactly the same spot because it's just vertical recoil. So as you can see over these, both of these go off to the side. This one's nice and tight and condensed, but it like that is good for accuracy. But at the same time, when it's tight and condensed, it then it goes off on the curve pretty quickly. So there's a little bit of fighting to do, but not much. You can see there. It's not a lot. This one's a bit more difficult to learn the management of because it kicks quite a lot. TAC 56, it's vertical. Vertical's all good because all you have to do is. So literally, just by holding my stick slightly down, that you can pretty much control the recoil in it, no problem. If I don't do that, I was actually holding it by accident there. So you can see that. Well, you can't see anything now because I've been shooting at exactly the same place. And I'm running out of wall shoot. Oh, here we go. So that one a little bit wonky, but it's still pretty vertical. As long as you hold down, you can. That was me trying to go for a headshot holding down. So So anyway, that's the weapons. So you should have an aiming one now, and hopefully that helps you with testing your weapons out and putting attachments on. Those three weapons, all of them are very usable. They're all quite easy to manage and at all ranges as well. So 545 definitely has the advantage close to medium. Like when you start playing, the speed that you can move at, the speed that you can get your weapon up at, it's really good. Definitely the best out of the three. As soon as you get to a range, it's not as effective. Like it's not difficult. Like with this setup, it's not difficult to manage, but you have to play with it and get used to it. The 7.62 is good all round. It's fairly consistent, but it has a much bigger kick to it as you're firing, which it's not so much even recoil, it's the visual effect it has on the gun. It's really weird. It takes a bit of getting used to, and it has probably out of these three the hardest recoil to manage. And again, it's not difficult to manage, it's just up and to the side. So instead of pulling down, you have to kind of pull down and to the left when you're firing with it. But it's not too bad at all, very easy to control. Tag 56 is good, all ranges, very consistent, fires fast, and it has vertical recoil, which is the easiest to kind of manage consistently. So there it is, there's my gun guide. Hopefully that helped.